Nice and shiny.
It looks sick with a boat in the background.
Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today in this video, FT6 Pros, we're going to be giving you the on-ice review. We've done a studio video where we looked at the tech. We've done a first impressions video. Now this is the review of what they've been like over 6 weeks of using them pretty intensely. So let's jump in, give you information from myself and also Tommy to hopefully help you make the decision on if this is going to be your next pair of skates for the upcoming season. Let's go. So I'm not going to try to go over a lot of the points in this video in a lot of detail because I'm going to leave that to Tommy. The main thing for me is going to be the fit of these boots. That's, I think, the most important, fit and comfort. When you compare these to previous skates from CCM, although the graphics, it being red, Jetspeed, they look like they have a similar design, the boots aren't similar in any way, shape or form. If you watched the in-depth video where I covered what's changed with the tech of the skate, I'll link that down below. It's basically a completely transformed skate. It's a complete new construction from the ground up. Now, that being said, these skates felt more broken in and more custom than the FT4 Pro skates that I have, and also the ASV custom skates that I have, ASV Pro, straight out the box, without baking them. The new foams, the new liners in these skates are miles and miles above anything else CCM has produced. Now, the custom FT6 Pros, can't imagine what those are going to be like, but a video is going to be coming on those soon. Now, when we look at the performance of these boots, the main standout features, of course, is going to be the foams, the tongue, the tendon, which have had a massive impact on the maneuverability you have on the ice, the general freedom that you have to be able to be agile and quick while you're skating. It's not a gimmick. It really does allow you to move more freely with a greater range of motion on the ice. That's the most significant thing that you're going to notice in a pair of these skates. A big thing that I see is if you don't want to spend the money on an FT6 Pro pair of skates, would you get the FT4 Pros because they're on discount, on sale, or would it be better to go for the FT6, which is the model below this? I would 100% recommend going for the model below this, even the model below that, because you're getting a lot of the signature features that are packed into the FT6 top spec pair of skates. The new Jetspeed range from CCM is, in my opinion, top 2, next to another skate manufacturer and another skate that I'll talk about in another video. I'd say tied to, in terms of comfort and performance on the ice. This isn't me hyping them up. CCM have really hit it out the bat with these skates, but I'm going to hand over to Tommy, who's going to go into a lot more detail about the fit, the performance, what they've been like on the ice for him. But overall for myself, the best pair of skates that CCM has made, including the custom ASV Pros. These are almost flawless, and I'm really stoked to see what the custom FT6 Pros are going to be like. Now, all of those positive points aside, the one thing that I'm personally not a fan of is the height of step blades. I've mentioned that in numerous videos. And for that, I do like to switch out the steel and go to Blade Tech's runners. This is their DLC blades, and these have health benefits, performance benefits, and they're fully customizable. Here's some of the main features that I really love about Blade Tech runners. Because of that patent technology that Blade Tech runners have, where the front portion of the holder flexes into the blade and stores up vertical energy, and then as you complete your stride, it springs back out and releases that energy, gives you that extra pop on the ice. You're improving your acceleration and your speed, but it also has health benefits. Because of that front portion of the blade being able to flex into the holder while you're skating, it reduces the impact that the high wear areas of your body are receiving just generally through the game of hockey. That's going to be in your ankles, your knees, and your hip joints. The health benefits and also the performance benefits of these runners are not only going to help you to be a little bit faster on the ice, but they're also going to allow you to play the game that you love for a longer period of time.
Okay, so I've had a fair bit of time in my FT6 Pros, and we just thought we'd give you a little bit of an updated version on the first impression, whereas I've had them baked and I've used them for a couple of weeks being about 5 or 6.
Yep.
I know Chris is going to dig me out for that. We just want to give you a little bit of an updated version on how they've been, what I think of them, and if I'm going to continue using them.
Okay, let's go. First point is let's go with the fit, most important.
Okay, so if we're going with the most important part of a skate, in my opinion, is definitely the fit. If they're not comfortable, you're not going to enjoy using them. after having them baked, I've had no problem. Obviously, if you watch the first video on the impression on these skates, I went with the tapered version instead of regular because I really liked how snug they felt and how tight they were on my foot. I felt like they compared to my custom skates really well. And having them baked now, I can say that they are amazing on fit. I have not had one issue with them hurting my feet, them digging into my feet. And as you can see, they're a very stiff boot, so they should be hurting my feet in the first couple of weeks of using them, but they're not. I've had no issues. I haven't had to untie them at all while using them. I've been able to just crack on as if they're an old pair of boots. They fit like a slipper. So if we then move on to comfort, support, and protection, honestly, I cannot praise CCM enough on those three factors. It is amazing. I mean, these are really stiff for a pair of retail skates. They are, like I say, they're compared to my customs, which is very, very impressive.
The custom ASV Pros.
The custom ASV Pros, yes. Sorry, let me be a bit more specific for you all.
Yeah.
They are incredibly stiff, which for me is really good. I love a stiff pair of skates. I'm sure Chris could let everyone know how many skates I've been through because they've broken down and lost their support. But honestly, these are amazing. Protection-wise, I mean, you can hear how solid these are. You're not going to feel much if you get hit with a shot in these. And obviously you can see there's a lot of protection on the tongue too, which I have touched on many times in old videos on CCM skates. I've always said if the tongue was a little bit more protective, it'd be amazing. They must have watched the videos because they've adapted the tongue. They've put a lot more protection in the tongue.
Nice little pun there for the adaptive tongues.
Yeah, you know. Honestly, protection-wise, support-wise, these are amazing for that. I cannot praise them enough. In every aspect, there's protection, it's comfortable, and you've got support. Performance has been amazing. Like I said, I have no worries or issues about if I'm going to hurt my foot, if my feet are going to hurt. I can just put these on and skate as if I'm wearing an old pair of skates I've worn for years. These don't feel like a new pair of skates that I just come out of the box, or sorry, 6 weeks ago come out of the box. You know, these are just, I can't praise them enough. Okay, so if we're now comparing them to the old gen FT4 Pros, I am not joking when I say they feel completely different. They are stiffer, they are more solid, more protective. I feel like they are a lot more, well, I should say tapered, but they are a tapered fit. If I'm being honest, they don't feel like a Jetspeed skate, and not in a bad way. CCM have changed it for the better. I don't know how, I didn't think it was possible, but they have, with it being the flexible tendon, the different tongue they've put in, with the skate being a little bit stiffer. I don't know what they've done, but they've done something, and these just feel like a completely different range within CCM. Design-wise, I like these a hell of a lot better than I did the FT4 Pros, and I loved the design of the FT4 Pros. I don't know whether it's the hint of blue you've got going on, whether it's the more chrome red instead of just the normal red. I don't know. I love it. And I'm really looking forward to testing these boots out a little bit more. I know a lot of you guys were asking, do these skates, do they scratch off as easy as the others? If they're getting used properly, they're gonna have nicks, they're gonna have bumps, they're gonna have scrapes all over the boot. It's what they're meant for. They're meant to get beaten up. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'm still in summer skates, so it's not as intense. But I will say, I am gonna be using these over my previous skates at the moment. And for those of you that have watched the videos for a long time, you'll know what skate I'm talking about. That's how impressive these skates are. I'm really looking forward to getting to use them in season and seeing how they hold up.
As always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Make sure thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that we post. And of course, if you want to pick up Blade Tech Runners, there'll be a link down below in the video description so you can grab those. But a big thank you for watching this video. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.